y'all got to know Gary, man. You know, I got a chance to know him in the huddle, so that's a different ballgame. In the dressing room, that's a different Gary Clark now.
We have kids, sir, Doug. We have kids.
I'm not going there, Gary. But anyway, you know, first of all, Gary has already mentioned the sponsors. That's my part, Gary. But you took it from me.
You know, I mean,
that's all right.
But they don't listen to me. They listen to the quarterback. They never listen to the receiver.
You mentioned Teresa with Breakshire. You mentioned Samantha with J.G. Whitworth, right?
Yep.
So, you know, he did that. But let me say this. Gary never really explained stuff to you. And then I saw the other day at the park, this is honest God true. Gary said, you ready? I said, yeah. But Gary had told me we was going to have dinner with a few people. He didn't tell me the whole village was coming. But you know what? That's all right. That's all right, because there's only one guy probably could have gotten me out here tonight, and that was Gary Clark. And for obvious reasons, you know, I had an opportunity to play one of the greatest games in the world because of guys like Gary Clark. You know, people remember the Super Bowl, but it was one play. It was one play that was able to take us to the Super Bowl. And to this day, you know, when I see Coach Gibbs, Dan Henning, they still don't know how we did it. Because we were playing against the Minnesota Vikings. And we had a pass play call that Gary Clark was supposed to run a corner route. For the ones who don't know what a corner route is, he was on the outside. Corner route, you go in, you bend it in, and you go back out. Well, Gary Clark being Gary Clark, he goes down the field, started out, and all of a sudden he curls up. And I'm back about to throw the football. Thank God I was able to adjust, and he was sitting wide open, and we was able to score. And to this day, they don't know how we did it, but I think what it was all about was the chemistry of myself and Gary Clark. And I just want to say thanks to Gary. And another thing happened in the Super Bowl now, and this is the huddle stuff that I'm not going to talk about. You know, he's going to tell you that Ricky Sanders was my favorite guy.
His favorite guy.
That's what he said. But let me tell you something. I took a brutal hit for Gary Clark. And he'll tell you this because one play, you know, in the game, I know a lot of times you know, some of you Monday morning quarterbacks, you sit there and you say what a quarterback should have done, what he didn't do. I understand that part. You know, and I walk away when I hear people talk about that. But there was one play, automatically, the ball was supposed to have gone to Kevin Bryant out in the flat. But just so happened, he was one-on-one with Steve Wilson, which I thought was a mismatch.
It was.
It was a mismatch. But here I am sitting in this pocket with a linebacker bearing down. And I had to make a decision. Do I throw it in the flat and don't get hit? Or do I throw it down the field for the TD? You know, I guess I'm not going to say I acted fool and threw it down the field. I did the right thing. I threw it down the field. Gary's wide open. And to see him catch the football in that Super Bowl, you know, just helped us keep going. So I want to say thanks to Gary. Eventually, Gary gonna be in the Hall of Fame. He got the numbers, but you know they're gonna put people here and there. There's nobody, pound for pound. Just remember this: you see Gary now and what he's doing. That's one thing. But pound for pound, Gary Clark. And you know, I played in Tampa, I played in college, I played here in Washington. Gary Clark was the toughest player I ever played with in my whole life. And that's no bull. Gary Clark is the only guy I know that would not set out practice. I mean, he had both hamstrings, he wrap them up, and you see him, he run around, then he come back dragging, then he get in the huddle, and they be saying, Gary, get out. Gary was scared somebody was going to take his job. But you know what?
Ricky Sanders.
But you know what? If we had, to this day, if the Washington Redskins had about 22 Gary Clarks, you know, we wouldn't worry about tomorrow. The next day or whatever, we'd be waiting to go to the next level. And, you know, we got a couple more guys in here. I see Ken Jenkins, who was on that football team. Clarence Bourne was one of our best special team guys in safety. And where's World B. Grant? Where's Darryl Grant? Where's Darryl? Darryl, come on there, Darryl. Hey, Darryl. Come around here, Darryl. talk about how many points we scored. But you also got to understand Denver only scored 10. And at that time they had the world's greatest quarterback, is John Wayne. I call him John Wayne. John Elway. But because of Darryl Grant, Dave Butts, Dexter Manley, Charles Mann, Neil Okowitz, Monty Coleman, all those guys is the reason why we was able to get the football back to do what we did. We did something that probably would never be done again in history.
35 points.
We scored 35 points.
Got the ball on the 30 every time, so.
Clarence. We're gonna give you a chance, man. But no, I'm saying this. Just imagine this though. And this is for real for you football fans. You know, you watch the Peyton Mannings, you watch the Tom Brady and all. They marched the football down with 12 plays and they scored 7 points. We scored 35 points in 18 plays. Not 18 minutes. Just imagine 35 points in 18 plays. That's like 7 TDs. You divide that. I'm not good at one of them young. You good at math? What's 7 goes into 18? How many times?
Less than 3.
Twice, right? So we talking about 2.3. About every 2.5 plays we touched the football, we were scoring.
Yes.
And that would never happen again. Not in my lifetime. Not that it can't happen, but I don't think so. But I just want to say, you know, I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. And it was a great time. Tomorrow is a big game for us.
Yes.
You know, where else in America you can be 4-6 and you fighting for first place? Man, let me tell y'all don't understand sitting in that office every day and you saying 4-6? And we got a chance, we control our own destiny. You know, most teams at 4-6 be praying that everybody who play tomorrow lose. Even the one that win, you want to lose. But you know, we got it in our own hand. And I can honestly say we got the players to get it done. And the team that I played on in 1987 Super Bowl, we wasn't the most talented team, but I tell you what we had. We had probably the best chemistry. And we believed in each other, that we can get it done. I think if this team ever get to the point that we believe in each other and go out and play the way they're capable of playing, tomorrow, you know what, we can put it all in our hand and put it in our back and we can go forward. You know, it's not a better place to play football than in the capital. In the Maryland, Virginia, and D.C. area, I tell you what, when I left Tampa, I thought I had died and gone to heaven. Just, you know, we don't play in RFK today. But let me tell you something, the walking RFK and the fans that we had, and look at the stadium actually was rocking, it wasn't a better place in America to be. And I want to take my hat off because everybody gave me an opportunity to come here, put their arms around me, and I said, hey, I got my hometown of Zachary, Louisiana, but this is my second home. I always got a place to go. And the players that I played with, you know, nothing but the most respect, not only for them, but the people around us. And, you know, just like I said, I'm here tonight not because I want to be here, but because Gary Clark told me I didn't have a choice. But no, if Gary called, you know, because I know GC, because when I call on Gary comes. And I think that's only befitting when you got players and ex-teammates. You know, we old school. We down the road now. But to see Darryl and Clarence and John Booty, we didn't play together, but you know, he knows all about these guys and Ken, this is a great feeling. And I just want to say thank you for allowing me to be a part of it, and Gary, thank you for inviting me and making me a part of this. And all of you all who come out, hey, it's nothing like taking pictures. You know, I know a lot of times you meet guys, the younger generation is a little different than those old folks. I promise you. But you know what? Don't blame them. There's too much stuff out there. We got cameras now. We got Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat. And I tell them every day, I do not envy them because they live in a time, no matter what they do. You know, poor Johnny Maxwell.
Yeah.
You know, what Janet McZell doing, I promise you.
We all did it.
Not me.
Gary did
But
it.
I promise you, and Billy Kilmer said it on TV the other day, what him and Sonny used to do.
Oh, jeez.
You know, but that was back in the day. They didn't have that TV. They didn't have that telephone. But then the guys got to be a little smarter than that too.
That's right.
You know, I don't feel for Johnny McZell because he's had some problems to be out there and doing what he was doing. I don't feel for the guys who do it when you know people are watching. You know, they got to be a little smarter than what they are. And I certainly hope they're a lot smarter tomorrow and don't make the mistakes we made early on for them 6 games we lost. And we at home now. We won 4 straight at home. So I think we got the mojo.
Yeah.
And the key is, whatever prayer you got to offer tonight, throw them up for us. So I just want to say thanks for having me, and Gary, appreciate you, man.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming out. I'm Tessa Wilborn. This is Samantha Bowie. We're the ones that put on this event for you. Part of the reason half of you are here is because you entered the ticket contest for the Redskins tickets. Well, we did the first drawing, and our winner is here. Derek, would you come up? You're welcome. So it was pretty easy to enter the contest?
Yeah, it was. I was waiting for my buddy in this building. It took a while to come down, and I saw the nice fancy iPad in his parking building, and I just typed my name, my address, and never won anything, and I won.
And he had it. He's excited since he never went. He was so excited.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
He's going to the game. So here's your tickets. You have 2 tickets.
Yeah.
You're not a Giants
Did you
fan, are you?
No.
This should be autographed by all of them, though. Oh, wow. I mean, that would be the...
He might not want our name on his shirt.
He does. He does.
Okay.
I know he does.
History, man.
I know he does. All right, well, Gary, do you want to say anything?
First of all, congratulations. I mean, my man here, he won 2 tickets to the Giants game tomorrow. He also is good to stay at a 4-star hotel here in the National Harbor. All right. Because there's a lot of girls staring at you right now. I'm not going to tell them what they're staring at you right now. And also, you got to come out here and meet the great Doug Williams. So we're very fortunate that we have sponsors, Tessa, Samantha. They do a great job of providing these ongoing NFL, what we call NFL legend experiences. And how many times you have an opportunity to come out and have a Super Bowl MVP who is down to earth as Doug Williams. I mean, it's unbelievable how humble this young man is. I mean, it's just unbelievable. Every time I'm around him, I have to kind of pinch myself because I wasn't his favorite receiver. I'm trying to pinch myself to figure out why not, because I was pretty good. You know, but all kidding aside, we got some other great people I want to make sure that we get an introduction to. Clarence Vaughn, come up here for a second.
Hey, Clarence.
Now, Clarence might not have been a really great football player because he tells me every day that how good he was and how he used to bust me up, and I don't remember those days. He told me he used to bust me up.
This guy, hold on. This guy that wears chin straps.
I don't have to wear my chin strap. I wasn't gonna get hit. You got to be able to hit me to wear my chin strap.
In all honesty, he's right. Gary Clark was probably the toughest guy, pound for pound. You know, so we gave him a pass in practice. One thing he didn't mention, he didn't run scout team plays. Like you said, he run offensive scripts.
I ran scout team plays for the first 5 weeks of my NFL career. I did.
First 5 weeks?
Yes, because I was like third receiver for the first 5 weeks. I didn't start till my 6th game. So yes, I did all the things you said I did not do.
He didn't have a chin strap on.
I definitely had a chin strap on those days.
So we couldn't hit him.
Because they told the defense what we were going to run. We got the card. They're telling you exactly what we're going to run. Y'all just waiting to knock the crap out of us. You know, but Clarence, what I would like you to do, because there's some Cowboy fans in here, we get that. Come up here for a second, Samantha.
Yeah, Samantha's a Cowboys fan.
Really?
Now, Samantha, she is one of our sponsors. She is a diehard Cowboy fan. But
How's that
we shot a
working out?
video a little earlier today,